Welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to Conahave Rail. So yes, this has been a week of videos from Allentown, and no doubt this is one more video that I'm going to produce from the Allentown Train Show. For those who don't know, the Train Doctor attends the Allentown Train Show as well as the Greenburgh Train Show in Edison, New Jersey. You know, I always on Facebook groups, you know, with Lionel and MTH, and the most common question I see is, hey, who can fix my locomotive or who can check my locomotive? And it's like, well, you have the Train Doctor. Train Doctor is available to work on your locomotives, and they are very well skilled at doing so. They showed me a couple of test stands. They have a test stand to test MTH PS2 boards. They got one for the MTH PS3 boards. It's pretty impressive what they have as far as equipment to test to see what boards are bad. First and foremost, the Train Doctor is a repair shop, and they just so happen to sell trains. I did promise Rem that I would come back and we would do a behind the scenes of how these trains get repaired, the stages that they go through, and the process of doing that. And so that sounds pretty exciting. Now, I was supposed to do that back in 2025, but unfortunately I told Rem that I ran out of vacation time due to family issues, and I've already had other shows scheduled for my vacation time. But this year my vacation restarts. I told him I would be making a stop again this year and doing a behind the scenes of how they do these repairs, and you guys get to see all that. With that being said, I'm going to let Rem tell you guys about the Train Doctor. This is Rem, the owner of the Train Doctor. We are here with him behind the scenes. Tell us all about the Train Doctor.
Well, we started off primarily doing repairs of 3-rail and 2-rail product, and we've over the years expanded to any rail product, okay, regardless of the scale, although we've stopped doing N-gauge.
Okay.
We no longer do N-gauge. And then by the nature of the beast, we became a Lionel dealer, an MTH dealer, an Atlas dealer, a Broadway Limited dealer. And that entailed more inventory. We buy and sell estates. Anything we sell over the counter or online does come with a warranty, regardless of how old it is.
Oh wow!
You know, so if you bought something from us from the 40s, if it's sold by us, there's a 90-day warranty on it.
Oh, that's good.
You know, we don't like getting things back that we sell.
Okay.
Okay. Our in-house warranty, most of the manufacturers don't handle warranty anymore. So we have an in-house warranty that if you buy something from us, if it's new production, we will take care of it in-house. You know, we don't have to send it out. We don't have to trade it in for something else.
Right.
We will fix what you have. You know, we service other dealers who have products who don't have a repair department. We'll take care of their product for them.
Wow.
You know, we do. A lot of people don't know we do layout bills. We do maintenance of commercial layouts.
And I noticed you guys have two different websites. You got the traindoctor.com and then you have trainseller.com. Can you tell people the difference?
Traindoctor.com is our main website dedicated to our maintenance and repair services. There's a link that goes to Trainseller, TrainCellar.com, which is where we have our retail sales.
And you guys got quite a bit of retail in here, a lot more. I was totally shocked. It's like walking into actually a big, I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but like a big hobby shop, even though you're a repair shop. So I didn't realize you guys had all this here.
Again, we don't consider ourselves
a hobby shop.
a hobby shop.
You're a repair shop.
We don't even consider ourselves a retail store. We are a repair center that sells. Repair is our main business.
And you buy collections as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And so you guys are looking to sell your collection. Make sure you come out and see the trained doctor out here. You guys are looking for something to have repaired. Give them a call. And generally, how can somebody get a hold of you if they have something that went up in smoke? Like they got a Lionel Legacy, went up in smoke, and they're devastated.
Our phones are answered Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
10 to 6 Monday to Friday and 10 to 3 on Saturday.
Okay.
Or you can also email us.
Oh, good. All right, so we're back. Today, we're going to, in this video, review the Train Doctor meter car. Now, these are on the website. I believe they're $84.95, but don't quote me on that. Make sure you go on the website and check out that price. But we're going to take this out of the box. We're going to take a look at it. We'll review it. And then I'll explain why you should have a meter car for your layout. Now, the biggest thing that I notice when people complain or have a post that their locomotive isn't working correctly is, hey, my locomotive doesn't seem to be working correctly. Well, did you check your track voltage with a meter? And, it seems like a lot of people don't even take that first step of diagnosing their own locomotives. And this will help you with that. But we'll talk more about that once we get this car on the rails. And I'll give you some examples of what I have seen in the past where this car can save you hours of aggravation and could possibly save you from sending a locomotive away that there was really nothing wrong with it and it was in the track work. Alright, so I got the Train Doctor power meter car out of the box. Now this is a MTH Rail King model, and so that means it's semi-scale, but who says you need a full-scale power meter car to check your track? I mean, it's really not necessary. But with this car, you can monitor your track power with this box car and its operating power meter. The backlit meter will sense your AC track voltage, providing a great way to determine track voltage, bad connections, and dirty track sections. The car body is based on the 40-foot 1930s steel boxcar, so familiar to the model railroaders. So Rem pointed out this QR code. That is a real QR code on this car, and it will take you to his website. And Rem says that he believes he's the first one to include a QR code on a advertising car. Hilarious sign right here says running fit as a fiddle. That's pretty cool. Even though this is a MTH Rail King, you're still getting die-cast trucks, metal wheels, metal knuckle couplers, so there's still quality there. So why is it so important to have a meter car? Well, let's say your locomotive is acting very funny and it's going slow, and then it picks up speed and it slows back down, and next thing you know, you're scratching your head thinking something's wrong with the locomotive. Well, the first thing you should be checking is, do you have proper power all the way around? Do you have any power that is dropping out at any section of the track? Anything can happen. Well, with a power meter car, you can just simply roll it around your layout and look at the meter and see if it drops out or drops down at any point in time. It's a really handy tool. Actually, I think it's better than a handheld meter, because with a handheld meter, you're constantly touching the track every so many feet trying to figure out, hey, where is this power loss? Where you can just simply take a power meter car and roll around the layout and see and catch it much easier. Another example of a issue that I have personally seen myself, not on my layout, but on another layout, is a transformer failure. Now, it wasn't a complete failure, so when you're supposed to have 16 or 18 volts fixed voltage to your track, you're assuming that, hey, that's what's there. And with these controls of certain locomotives like DCS or Legacy, they're very dependent on 16 and 18 volts. So anything less than that would drive the controls crazy. They might not respond well. The locomotive might not respond well. Well, here, this was happening on a layout that I happened to see physically myself. Now, there was track power there, but when the locomotive was really acting really crazy, I believe it was a Proto 2. And so something was happening with this locomotive. Now, it was brushed off as if there was a problem with the locomotive. However, when the track voltage was measured, the transformer was really only putting out 12 volts. So there was something going wrong with the transformer where it wasn't putting out the full 16 or 18 volts. And that's where this car would come in handy. Let's turn on my power and see what happens here. All right, so I got the power turned on. Now, so you guys know, I use Lionel Powerhouse bricks. I don't use transformer controls because I like using bricks instead. That way I get a fixed voltage constantly. Not that they can't fail, and that's where this power meter car would come in handy. But I like the fixed voltage. Now, if I want to run something conventional, on track number 2, I have a Lionel Power Master for that. So, and I like the Power Master because I can use it with my Lionel Legacy 990 remote. But anyway, so let's take a look at my voltage here. Do I have the correct amount of voltage that a powerhouse is supposed to put out? Well, that's a good question. And there you guys go. 18 volts, right on the money. There you go. So I should be able to roll this around, and it should stay consistent no matter where I put this. It should be consistently 18 volts. I love this car. I think it's a very necessary accessory. You cannot troubleshoot your locomotive properly without checking your voltages to your track first. It's just a must. And that's something you can do on your part with this Train Doctor power meter card. Alright, so let's put this in a train and we'll run it. And since it's basically a traditional size, we'll throw it on my MPC layout and run it in my Preamble Express. Alright, so today we'll be running my Preamble Express. No, not the full-scale Preamble Express that Lionel came out with a couple years ago. The original MPC era Preamble Express. Now, I got this locomotive in about 1984, I believe, as a Christmas present. It was my very first O-gauge locomotive. I got a Lionel 027 set in 1976. And so the power meter car will be riding behind that. On another note, all of the freight cars in this Preamble Express, with the exception of the caboose, are original cars that I had when I was a kid during those 80s. So let's go. concludes our Allentown Train Show coverage. Hope you enjoyed the Train Dr. Power Meter and why it's important to have a meter on your layout for proper diagnosing, whether it be a regular meter or this power meter car. In my opinion, I'd rather have the power meter car. At any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed another Dak Band Productions video. We'll catch you next train show. Catch you trackside. Goodbye.